Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel GMB Show. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Bradley Walsh was back on our screens on Monday afternoon as he welcomed 4 new contestants to take on Jenny the Vixen in a bid to win a life-changing sum of money. Bradley Walsh couldn't resist teasing the contestants on the chase after they collectively missed out on a much bigger prize. Despite all 4 hopefuls, Bob, Leah, Phil, and Namuli, making it through to the ultimate showdown with the Vixen, Jenny Ryan, their cautious game strategy meant they were vying for less cash than possible. The team, each clearing their individual rounds, chose lower or middle offers, which thinned their potential jackpot, a move that clearly entertained Bradley Walsh. When the last contender secured her victory, a chuckling ITV presenter warned, "Make sure you're sitting down before I tell you." In no rush, Namuli embraced her teammates, uninterested in the total, saying, "I don't need to know. I don't want to know." However, Bradley seized the moment to spell out the missed opportunity to the team. He said, "Now then, 13 collectively, but that should be saying £262,000, over £250,000, reports the Express. Trying to lift their spirits, he continued, "But we have a full house against the Vixen, and we are playing for £13,000. That's £3,250 each." The quartet managed to set a remarkable 17 questions for the Vixen, Jenny Ryan, to tackle in a tight 2-minute window. Despite their efforts, Jenny's sharp quizzing meant she caught up with the team, pushing back twice successfully and sealing their fate with 14 seconds to spare. Expressing sympathy for the defeated team, Brad Walsh lamented, "Almost got there. You almost made it. I've thoroughly enjoyed playing alongside you." With a tough smile, he continued, "But I've got to take the £13,000 away, as you have been caught, and for you, the chase is over." Jenny Ryan then chimed in sympathetically, "What a lovely team. Clearly you got together and you've worked to a tactic. Unfortunately, you're going to watch that first minute in particular of the final chase back and go, 'Oh no, those were the couple of questions that we could have got, and that would have made all the difference.'" She concluded optimistically, "But you know, at least it's not as painful as having to take $250,000 off you." The studio lights dimmed just slightly as the final chase ended in crushing silence. Bradley Walsh, usually a beacon of jokes and charm, stood motionless, his hands clasped, jaw tight. The team of 3 contestants had just been steamrolled by the beast, Mark Labbit, in a ruthless takedown that had fans gasping and social media lighting up with disbelief. "That's it," Bradley muttered, shaking his head slowly. The players, Jane, a retired nurse, Chris, a sharp-witted university student, and Dinesh, a London cabbie with a heart of gold, had worked well together. They built up a strong £75,000 in the prize pot. But 22 steps weren't enough to stop the beast, who crushed their lead in just 45 seconds. Barely blinking. Backstage, Bradley pulled off his earpiece and turned to the production team. His usual playful banter had vanished. "Something's got to change," he said, voice low but firm. "This isn't just another loss. That was clinical. That was a warning sign." The atmosphere was tense as Bradley walked over to where the contestants sat, dejected but polite. He shook each of their hands. "You were brilliant, you really were," he said, "but this game's evolving, and we need to evolve with it." It wasn't just pep talk, it was a wake-up call. Later that evening, in a rare behind-the-scenes clip shared to ITV's Instagram, fans saw a side of Bradley few had witnessed before. With the chasers gathered, Mark, Anne, Sean, Jenny, Paul, and Dara, Bradley addressed them all directly. "We need to keep the balance. Yes, it's the chase. The chasers are legends, no question. But we can't let it get too predictable. The public loves an underdog. They love the chase. But if every match ends in defeat, people start switching off." Mark Labbit, arms folded, gave a respectful nod. "They were good," he said, "but not good enough today." Bradley replied sharply, "They were good enough to win on any other day. You were just a monster today." Ann Hegarty chimed in, "Are you saying we should go easier?" "Not easier," Bradley said, "but we need to rethink how we present the show. Build more tension, more drama. Let the audience believe the team can do it. We owe that to them." The warning wasn't just to the contestants. It was to the producers, to the chasers, to the entire fabric of the show. Bradley knew what viewers felt: hope, thrill, heartbreak, and tonight something had tipped too far. As fans flooded X, formerly Twitter, that was brutal. Bradley looked furious. They deserved better. ITV quietly hinted at format tweaks coming soon. Back in his dressing room, Bradley looked into the mirror, still stewing over the loss. "No more walkovers," he muttered. "The chase isn't just a quiz show. It's a battle, and we're losing the magic if we forget that." And with that, he straightened his tie, smiled faintly, and walked back on set for the next chase.